So I've started painting the wall. Before I did that, I just rubbed down any rough bits, and what I'm doing at the moment is just actually cutting in round the edges. What that really means is putting a picture frame round, using a brush, and you can see here I'm using a paint kettle because it's a lot easier to control rather than a heavy tin of paint, especially when you stood up some ladders. So I'm going to load my brush or put some paint on it, just take a little bit of the excess off, but you do need a bit of paint on there because what we want is to get a bit of control when we're using the brush just neatly along the edges. So a little bit of paint up and down there, just cutting in a little bit further away from the edge. When you've got the right amount of paint on your brush, using a very sharp edge, giving a nice neat even delivery of paint along the edges there. And you do the same going along the top, along the edges, and obviously on the bottom, and then we're ready to roll. Well, we're ready to roll the wall now. What I've done here is just put some emulsion from my can here. This is the Solo One Coat because it's on quite a dark colour, so I think that'll cover particularly well. It's also breathe easy, which is great because then it won't smell it when I've finished. What I've done here is, you might find this a useful little tip. You can see in the roller tray, just save me when I come to clean it out. I've put some aluminium foil in it. Once I've finished with whatever paint I need in there, just pour the residual back into the can, scrunch up the foil and be able to dispose of that without having to use tons and tons of water. So that's my tray. Now to do the rolling. As you can see, I'm going to use the extension pole with a medium pile roller on the wall. I've just actually prepared the wall by rubbing back any rough little bits with a bit of glass paper, and we're going to just roll it on in sections, starting from the top, then doing the bottom, and we're working our way along so we've got the wall done. Right, ready to load. So when using a roller, what you might find useful is to actually put the pressure on the upward stroke and take the pressure off on the backward stroke. What you'll find that'll do is to reduce all that spatter coming into your face. So there we have it. Come back in a couple of hours and the job's finished.